Over 1 million frustrated Game of Thrones fans have called on HBO to remake the laughably inconsistent mess of a season on the day of the series finale is set to air. The creator of the petition says that while it is highly improbable that the season will be remade, the popularity of the petition nonetheless sends a strong message of frustration and disappointment at its core. As Game of Thrones fans eagerly await the popular TV show's series finale debut on Sunday night, a petition demanding that HBO remake the entire final season with competent writers has already circumnavigated the internet, garnering over 1 million signatures. The creator of the petition, known as Dylan, posted an update on Friday, stating that believed the public deserved an explanation. Given that the petition, which at the time was on the verge of reaching 1 million signatures, had gotten so popular. "The issue I have is not necessarily with what we got, it's how we got there," explained Dylan in his update, describing the show's final season as a rushed, laughably inconsistent mess of a season fraught with cringe-inducing, arc-slaying dialogue and everybody is stupid syndrome. "I was just so disappointed and angry. It was simply me venting a bit," said the Game of Thrones fan, elaborating on why he had created the petition in the first place, adding that he was surprised to discover how popular it had ultimately become. "I don't think people can reasonably expect HBO to completely remake the season," he acknowledged. "It costs a fortune to shoot one episode, and I think most signers understand that." Will HBO lose gobs of money over this? Probably not. As Heath Ledger's Joker once said, "It's not about the money. It's about sending a message." Dylan added that he believes the overall message being expressed via his petition is one of frustration and disappointment at its core. "There is so much awful crap going on in the world. People like me need to escape into things like Star Wars and Game of Thrones," continued Dylan. "We fans invested a wealth of passion and time into this series. I've been watching religiously. I've read all the books. I love this story, and I, like most of you, was crushed to see how the last season has been handled." The Game of Thrones fan went on to say that while no one can doubt the talents of the show's writers, David Benioff and D.B. Weiss, it still seemed as if they became tired of the series and rushed to the end, thereby doing the show and its fans a great disservice. "I didn't make this petition to be an entitled, whiny fan," concluded Dylan. "I made it because I was immensely disappointed and needed to vent." Do I have a solution? I've got plenty of ideas, but no, I'm not a Hollywood writer. But you don't need to be a mechanic to know your car is broken. "Valar Morghulis," said the Game of Thrones fan in closing, which means all men must die in High Valyrian, a fictional language, equivalent to the real world's ancient Latin, used in George R.R. Martin's best-selling book series, A Song of Ice and Fire, which the TV series is based on. The meaning behind the phrase is not necessarily meant to be literal, but could, at least in this instance, be seen as a conveyance of the notion that all good things must come to an end.